Sorry. Yeah. And we're back.
Mm.
Yeah, like you were saying,
Oh,
with the fighting chickens, it depends on how you do it though, because there's from what I've seen, there's at least two different ways. There's the death way or like non-death way, where whenever one chicken kills the other chicken, you can make a lot of money with that, but it's a lot more risky because that chicken's going to die. But with the other one, like with my cousin, the chickens just fight and then they bring them apart and
game.
both.
When how much money? Or before when I was young, I always liked the game, and I lost a lot of money. Maybe the 300,000 dollars. I think. Oh my god, lost a lot of money.
Well, it depends on, yeah, it depends. Well, here's the problem, I guess. It matters who you're gambling against. Like, if you're gambling against someone here who has no money, well, you're not going to be gambling a lot. But if you're gambling against someone who has a lot of money, you'll make a lot, right? But
More the Chinese people they love the gun game, and the Vietnam the same. You say maca get put it.
yeah. Well, but again, though, it's like how much, yeah, how much can you gamble? Because here they're poor, right? So here they are only betting $2 to $10 per fight. Like, they're not betting a lot here because they don't have money. So they're like, hey, $2, $2. Like, they don't have money, right? So they don't lose a lot here, but they don't gain a lot here. So that's what I was saying, that it just depends, right? Like, if you're betting a lot, you can make a lot, but you could also lose a lot, and vice versa. You bet a little, you can make a little, or you could lose a little. Yeah.
I love play the game. You love play the list no.
In Vietnam, it is illegal to gamble, except on Spring Festival. In Vietnam, it is illegal to gamble except on Spring Festival. You're not allowed to do it.
Oh,
So,
really?
yep. That doesn't stop people. People want to do it. Yeah.
But we in the spring the Chinese New Year spring thing. No, we anything no. We just in China we in Macau it's legal, and
Okay.
you know in Macau it's no legal. The same to US the last week also. This week.
Well, I think it's just this. Well, no, in America you can gamble anywhere.
American
But Las Vegas is just the big one. Like, Las Vegas has huge amount of stuff, but like you can gamble in New York, whatever. Like, it doesn't matter. But yeah, I think Chinese and Vietnamese love gambling too much, so the governments try to stop it. Because in Canada, we don't care that much, so we don't gamble that much. So the government's like, oh, whatever. But Vietnam and China, they're like, woo! And so I think the government tried to stop it.
The man always not doing some work in our hometown. Every evening when they finish the work, okay, gambling. Maybe the 3 or 4 month gambling, and they finish gambling. They just drink, and they just smoking. They always fall and playing the lady, always playing lady. In China, we playing another lady is the non illegal, and they always gamble and drink and they anything a lot.
Well, that's the issue, though. Even if it is illegal, people will still do it, right? Even if it is illegal, people will still do it, right? So that's just what happens. Anyways, let's get back. to this. Where were we? Yeah, we're right here. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So we're back to here.
And okay, what means finish the list the lesson you open the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. 4 days the afternoon time.
Okay.
Friday and Sunday no open. Friday and Sunday no open. Friday
Gotcha.
and Sunday maybe the tomorrow or the behind tomorrow behind Friday open.
No problem. Yep, that's all good.
Open 4 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, afternoon time.
Good.
Oh?
Okay. Good. Yep.
Okay. And Jink
Zaderneck. Zacherneck.
that no legit some distance may have the question about noisy smell and over or look for backyard when Coxie said Queen City chickens have already put together and fair quickly ask a question listed that the display Mantis and play verse when code information.
Okay. So basically saying that people have questions, right? Frequently asked questions. People are like, hey, what's going to happen with the chicken? Like, are they going to poop everywhere? Are they going to be loud? Blah, blah, blah. And Queen City chickens are like, no, that's actually wrong. They're going to do this. They're going to be good. They're going to, like, they're just explaining why it would be good. Yeah.
The consider that the great expectation already as more than the 650 signatures.
Signatures, right? Signatures. So basically, 650 people were like, yeah, I want chickens. Yeah, I want chickens. Yeah, I want, like, quite a bit of people. I know it's a city, but remember that with a city that there's a lot of children that can't sign things, and then there's a lot of people that, like, you're just not going to find. Like, getting 650 signatures is pretty amazing. Yeah.
See, did that the Black Yacht chicken packages have the being tested globally and around 40 Canadian municipalities, including Calgary, have the
Calgary.
Calgary. Have the
So basically saying 40 Canadian cities, this is municipalities. Municipalities refers to, like, local governments, like the mayor, the small governments, not like the province, not like the federal government, like the city government. So 40 cities in Canada, including Calgary, have tried chickens. So why can't Regina do it, basically? Yeah.
Black City chickens in Saskatoon. Also, the circulating the placing for the polite public that would allow 3 to 5 hens in backyard.
So yeah, exactly. They're not just the Queen City chicken for Regina, but there's also Bridge City chickens in Saskatoon trying to get this to happen. Yeah. But yeah, that's a bit of an interesting story. What about in China? How does it work for you? Like, can you have chickens at home or not really?
My mom in countryside have the little chicken. We need the city center no. No, I just
Okay.
when I eat the chicken, I always go to restaurant or go to the KFC, McDonald's, and go another. No, no, maybe
Okay. Well, how big of a city do you think would be allowed to have chickens? Because obviously the countryside's allowed it, and obviously Beijing is not allowed chickens. So what's the largest you could be before you're not allowed chickens? How big of a
I,
city do you think?
I think NTD hubs, both the in the city center, no, in the countryside, you have, and in city center, you always go to the restaurant, and you go to the McDonald's KFC hub and the countryside. Okay,
Oh,
not before the not we don't same to Vietnam. Vietnam every family they just have the chicken, duck, and any dog, anything, blah blah blah. A lot of animals we know. Now we know animals here.
so you don't have that much anymore. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, maybe
I
your wife, the father, mother, they have a lot of the chickens, ducks, animals.
chickens, cow, pig. That's it. No duck, no goose. Just
Cows.
chickens, pigs, and cows. That's it.
Cows
Uh,
is
and
sold, cow or pig is sold or no.
so the way it kind of works here is chickens are for food for us. Like we don't sell chickens, we just eat the chickens. The
Oh.
pigs they sell for money, so they sell the pigs for money, and cows are like savings. So we sell cows, but like we sell cows when we need something big. Like, oh, there's a big problem with the house and we need to fix it. Let's sell a cow so we have money to fix it. Like think of it like your savings account, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah, when
Um,
more the countries for just use the cows doing the land farm land. You switch the land when you painting the vegetation, rice, anything you use the cows.
well, they have land as well. So like for example, uh, they have what's it called? Cornfields, rice fields, cassava fields. So yeah, all that extra, like when you cut it and stuff, you can feed that to the cows. So cows are basically free, other than like paying for them in the beginning. But again, cows just take a long time to get more cows, right? It takes like a year to have one baby cow, where with pigs can breed 4 times a year. Like pigs are boom, 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 boom. So pigs are a little bit different, and so people normally kind of want that for money again, because here's the other thing is this is what I was talking to you before about my brother. Remember how he makes a lot of money, right? But it's on the 4th year he makes the money, right? Because he had for 3 years he makes $0, and then on his last year he makes a huge amount of money. So he has to plan things, but that's very, very difficult. And so most people don't want to do that with cows, because I have to wait a whole year to get paid. I get paid more, but I have to wait a whole year to get paid. That's scary, because what if my cows
Cows
die? What if
maybe
something happens?
probably
But with
cows maybe
pigs,
2 or 3 years you can sold. His the grade up is very slowly, and the
uh,
peak maybe 1 year. Peak maybe
3 to 5 years,
3, 4, 5 years.
uh, uh, is when cows get to their biggest. 3 to 5 years is how big they get. But of course, you can sell babies if you need the money. You can sell babies if you need the money, but it's little, right? Little money, right?
Yeah.
Like like you said before, it'll be like 2,000, 3,000. Well, it's probably about 2,000 for a normal cow, depending on the size, right? Maybe
Dollars?
It's probably somewhere like $1,500 to $2,500, depending on size. Again, how big it is for a normal cow. There's special cows that are way more. Like a Wagyu cow is like $10,000, like way more. But for a normal cow, 1,500 to 2,500.
In
But a
Canada,
baby
in
would
Canada or in
just
US,
be.
the cows expensive or cheap?
America is normally cheaper. Actually, no, Canada's cheap too.
How much money in Canada? Cows.
I don't know. Like in Canada, cows are $1,000.
$1,000 Canadian
I don't
dollars?
know. Yeah, Canadian dollars. So like 800
Dollars
American.
more cheaper. We talk about Vietnamese the US dollars and you Canadian dollars is more cheaper.
Yep. But I just don't know why, I guess. Well, I guess I maybe know why. It's probably supply and
I
demand.
like meat. So I sometimes in YouTube I watch a lot of people they go to the Costco, they buy the pig, buy the meat, buy the beef, buy the another meat in the Costco. They say in the Canada and US the meat cheap to China, cheap to Vietnam. Maybe I don't know.
Well, my guess is this: in Canada and in America, we have like farms are not small. Like we like a small farm, like a small cow farm is like 100 cows in Canada. Like that's a small farm. That's small. So when you think of big farms that are 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 cows, yeah, you can sell cows for cheap because I sell 3,000 cows, I make 300,000, right? But if I'm in Vietnam, a lot of people only have like 10 cows, 20 cows. And so I have to sell them more. So I need to.
20 cows is more. Always in China, I look at some a lot of people have the one, have the two, have the three cow.
Okay,
3
fair
cows.
enough. Well, I'm thinking of like animal only farmers.
Yeah,
Like animal only farmers, they're gonna have a lot more, right? Like like my family here, we have like 8 cows.
8 cows,
but we have 12 pigs. Well, we just sold pigs, so I think we can have up to 20 pigs. They sold a few pigs recently. Chickens, like I said, is for us. Like we eat the chickens, so it's like 20 chickens or whatever a year. Not a lot. And then they have huge pieces of land for corn, rice, and what I forget the third one. I think the third one is I don't remember. I think it might be trees like bananas. I don't remember. But generally, the biggest fields they have are corn and rice. So the biggest fields they have are corn and rice.
Yeah. Your wife, the father, mother, just the farmer, just not doing another anything. No.
Well, it's family farm, but I guess it depends. I don't know how it works exactly with the fields. I know the animals are all mom and dad, or like maybe I pay for it or whatever. But because I have one cow, but I don't know how it works for the fields. Like if it's brother-in-laws as well or sisters. I have no idea for the fields. I just know for the animals, it's mom and dad, mostly mom and dad. But like for example, I have a cow. Her sister has a cow. So there's a few things like that. And then if you want to include like siblings, like sisters, there's another farm that has a huge rubber trees. Rubber trees? Yeah. So rubber trees. And then there's I think like 6 cows there. And then they have a lot of chickens though. They have no pigs, but they have a lot of chickens. They have like, I don't know. It feels like they have like 100 chickens or like 200. They have a lot of chickens over there.
A lot of chickens. Always they eat the chickens. Always
they sell a few chickens and then they give chickens away as gifts. Like, oh, it's your you helped me. Here's a chicken for helping me. Blah blah blah. Like, for example, that's how I have one chicken, or my wife has one chicken, because my wife is the godmother of their child. So my wife takes care of their child, and so they're like, "Thank you for taking care of our child. Here's a chicken." So we have one chicken and one cow. That's all I have. But yeah.
Okay. And now they are together eating every meal or no?
Yeah.
Lunch, eat, dinner together. Eat.
No, not always. I think I've told you before that like we're in the middle, right? So a lot of people come here, but remember these are farmers, so sometimes it's just easier to stay in the farm, eat something quickly, get back to work, finish everything, and go back home. So sometimes they don't come here, but a lot of time they do.
Your wife have how many siblings? Your wife have how many siblings?
5.
5 siblings.
Yeah. 4 sisters, 1 brother. So
4 sisters.
5 So yeah. So there's in her family there is 5 girls and 1 boy.
Oh.
It goes 3 girls, 1 boy, 2 girls. That's kind of how it goes. So there's 3 girls first, then a boy, then my wife, then her last sister.
Oh, your wife have the 1 brother, old brother, 3 old sister, and
1 younger sister.
1 younger sister. 5, 6 children.
Yeah.
And they are married. They are all married.
First 2 girls are married. The brother's married. My wife is married. 1 sister's not married, and then the youngest sister's 14, so she's not married either. So 2 sisters not married.
2 sisters.
But yeah, of course, the youngest is not married. She's 14. She's too young. But everyone else is married. Like the first 2 children have 3 children. So there's 2 children with the firstborn, 1 child with the secondborn. The brother has 1 child. We have 1 child.
And
so what is that? 5 grandchildren so far.
5 grandchildren. And they always married the Vietnam people. Just your wife married the Canadian.
Yeah, basically. Now that's not 100% normal here. There's actually a lot of people in this specific village that are married to Americans and stuff. So it like there's in this small village there's probably like 8 people married to foreigners. So it's normal, but you gotta have foreigners come here for them to get married, right? And when you think, like, for example, if you think of the older siblings, right? They are almost 40. So like not a lot of foreigners were coming to Vietnam 20 years ago. And well, they were coming to Vietnam, but they weren't coming to Kon Tum, right? So it's normally the younger generation that are marrying foreigners. So like, yeah, the older siblings didn't really get to see foreigners. Maybe the younger sister might marry a foreigner, but we'll see. But yeah, because remember, we're not in the big cities. It's not like Ho Chi Minh or Hanoi. There's not a lot of foreigners here. I know I guess it's 3 people
People.
that are not Vietnamese in this city. There's only 3. And I know them all. There's no one else. It's just us 3. So, like, who are you gonna marry, right? So, like, if you're in Ho Chi Minh or Hanoi, yeah, it's pretty easy to find a foreigner. No big deal. But we're just in a countryside, right? Like, good luck finding that. Unless you go to the city, you're just probably not gonna find it.
Your wife, the country, your village, married a lot Caucasian people. Location.
What's it called? It's U.S. and Belgian.
Belgium.
Those are the 2 popular ones. I don't know why, but those.
Philippines. US. Oh,
So,
US. Billiken.
Yeah. So, this is where most people are getting married. I understand the U.S. That's pretty simple, but I don't understand Belgium. Why it's Belgium, but hey, whatever. That's that's what they want, right? Like, if you find that, cool, I guess. But yeah, it's just a bit weird, in my opinion, because no, I guess it's not that weird. Belgians speak French, and Vietnam used to be part of France, right? So that could be why it's that, because they speak French. Maybe.
Oh,
I don't know.
French? Oh.
Yep.
US, I think the more Modito? No.
Well, a lot of South Vietnamese will marry U.S. people because South Vietnam was with America when they did their fighting. So South Vietnam is like, America good. North Vietnam, a little bit different. They don't really like America. But like North doesn't really like anyone. North is like, marry Vietnamese people, don't marry foreigners, with exceptions, of course. Like, in the North, as long as you didn't do anything bad to Vietnam for the last 1,000 years, the North won't care. So, like, they will marry Canadians. They'll marry like Lao, marry whatever. But if it's someone that, like, Vietnam doesn't get along with, so like America, France, China, Japan, they won't marry them. They'll marry Koreans too, I guess. But yeah.
Okay, and you remember open the time 4 days, Monday to Tuesday.
I'm opening it right now. So okay. I already opened 2 days. So I'll see you next time or after lunch. Mm-hmm.